Good morning. It is way too early for me to be up doing this, but I was too tired to do it last night after hanging out with my kiddos. So I went to bed and decided to get up early. Voted on? Where did that come from? Anyway, so I'm sure that you guys are all snug in your beds right now. How cute. So today we're doing 1.2. Algebraic Expressions. And remember, you definitely need to take notes with me while we're doing this. If I'm doing a problem and I'm doing it and I didn't ask you to do it, you can just watch and write down what you need. I would suggest you write down all of it if you're uncertain. There's not that many problems, but definitely the problems where I ask you to do the work, you're going to need to do the work. So can't just watch on those. Okay, so do you remember how a couple days ago when we were working on 1.1, we did this thing where it would be in like English words and then you would write out what it means in math. And today the first thing we're going to do is the opposite. And so here's the first problem. And we have to write this out in English words. So in your homework, the first set of questions, it says, write a verbal expression for each algebraic expression. So these are going to be verbal expressions, otherwise known as, how would you say this? Okay, so the first one is 2/5, or you could say 2/5. Times, because if nothing is in between them, you assume that it's times, or you could say multiplied by m squared. Not that difficult. You just basically have to figure out how you would say it. If you said m times 2, that would definitely be wrong, because this isn't m times 2. This is m squared, which is the same thing as m times m. So, all right, this one is your turn. So you're going to write this down right here. And then, no, let me change it. I'm going to change it to that, okay? All right, so you're going to write that down, and you're going to pause the video, actually pause it, while I drink my tea. That is waking me up. You're going to write that down, how you would say that. So go ahead and pause. All right, I'm assuming you did. So this would be 5 multiplied by or times, or you could say the product of 5 and, so 5, no, I said 5s. 5 multiplied by x cubed. If something is to the third power, it is called cubed. You could have said x to the third power too, which would also have been fine. Erase that. That's going to drive me nuts to know that I messed that up. Okay. So 5 multiplied by x cubed plus 2. There's a lot of different ways to write it. If you're uncertain if your way is okay or correct, then make sure that you send me a message or jump into the Teams chat and just ask, or ask me in person if you're in person. Okay. The second thing we're going to do today is evaluating an algebraic expression by substituting stuff in. So write down with me a squared parentheses 3b minus a plus 5 parentheses divided by c. Okay, and then a is going to be equal to 2, b is going to be equal to 6, and c is going to be equal to 4. We got to plug that stuff in. Okay, so we're going to substitute that stuff in, or plug that stuff in for all of those variables. So a is 2, b is 6, c is 4. All right, let's give it a try. So let's see, a squared, that's going to be 2 squared, times 3 times b, which is 6, minus a, which is 2, plus 5, parentheses divided by 4, because that's what c is. And now we're going to do order of operations. So let's see. PEMDAS, the first thing I have to do is parentheses and then exponents. So let's do parentheses first. If I look at just the stuff in the parentheses, I've got some multiplication, then subtraction and addition. And multiplication comes first when you're doing order of operations. So I'm going to write down that's 3 times 6, which is 18. Minus 2 plus 5 divided by 4. Okay. And then I'm going to do the subtraction and addition left to right inside the parentheses. So that's 2 squared times 18 minus 2 is 16 plus 5 divided by 4. I'm going to finish up those parentheses by adding 16 and 5. 2 squared times 21 divided by 4. All right, PEMDAS. Next thing I have to do is exponents. So 2 squared is 4. So this is now 4 times 21 divided by 4. All right, now I'm going to multiply and divide left to right. So let's see, 4 times 21 is 84. And then 84 divided by 4 is right back to 21, which makes sense because if you multiply by 4 and then divide by 4, they undo each other. So you get 21. Not so bad. All right. Example 4, this is the one that you're going to do, is b times parentheses 9 minus c parentheses all divided by a squared. And in this case, we're going to have a be 4, b is 6, and c is 8. Okay, and remember that's a 9, not an A. I know that my 9s are not always very clear compared to my A's, so. Okay, so, that's the correct answer, or that's the problem. And what I'm going to have you do is try this problem out yourself. Try to plug in all of this stuff and see if you can get an answer. And then you're going to log back into the Teams chat and tell me the answer. The first 4 people who come back into the Teams chat or tell me in real life the right answer will get a prize. But everybody really should log into the Teams chat to make sure you get it right so that I can just check in with you. If we run out of time, I definitely will tell you tomorrow, first thing in class, to make sure that you're doing this right. Or you can just email me and say, hey, is this the right answer? Tell me, and I'll let you know. So, try that out. Log back into the Teams chat. Get an I'm a winner sign, or just check and see if you're right. Your homework is page 18, numbers 4 through 12, 42 through 44, and 48 through 50. Not a very long assignment. And these ones, I want you to remember that those ones, they just are like algebraic expressions, and then you write them out in English human words, okay? So no dog language, no nothing like that. Human words is what we want for 4 through 12, and then 42 through 44 and 48 through 50 are very much like example 3 and example 4, where you plug stuff in and then simplify it as far as you can. Okay, guys? Make sure you drop my pen on the floor. Make sure that you log into the Teams chat and check on the answer to number 4 with me. And I will verify by email that you got it right. Thanks. Bye.